Okay guys, here's a self-defense tip. Hands, very good, but we're always talking about bare knuckle boxing. I'm throwing, I want to be pinpoint with those shots. When you have a hand wrap and a glove on, you can get away with hitting pretty much however you want because you've got a plaster cast on your hand. But we're talking self-defense, you're going to have to use better technique and you're going to have to be pinpoint in how you throw your shots and what you're going to throw to. So you have hands, you have palms, you have forearms, you have elbows, and there's loads of ways to use them. So these arms here are basically like baseball bats. So for example, someone's going to be covering in some certain way. Obviously the person has their hands down, any shot's going to be dangerous. So your hands are down, any shot's dangerous. But someone's going to have their hands up. I'd be shielding, because that's why we're shielding, to protect the head. So I'm going to need it with this sort of thing, but I'm also going to need it if he's throwing in different defenses, because he's trying to cover his head. So if he's covering his head however he wants to cover his head and I'm hitting things, I'm going to be breaking hands. So here's another tool to use, something we play with in sparring and definitely use in self-defense. My hands are up, everything comes off, tight structure and set up in a certain range. Forearms, I can forearm, cool, I can forearms, very good, good for if he's got his arms up, really bad for him if he's got his hands down. And I can use my forearms in every other way here, through, reverse. So you can put it into a sparring game and I get into that certain range and I use my forearms to knock him unbalanced or to land a shot. But really good if you have the person up, clinching the person, have him up against the wall, the car, whatever it may be, the cage. Here and he covers up. Instead of throwing head in your hands, I have smash it and use my forearms. Use though, as we said before, from cover. Here, here. Far more effective than the little hand. Don't use it like this, because obviously my hands are down and I'm not protected while I'm throwing it. So a little tip, a little self-defense tip. Another tool to use, forearms. Strong from the defense, forearms, forearms. Smash, smash. Great tool.